The second modality I'm going to be working with in this video are going to be closed agility drills, the drills being the T drills for the first exercise and the M drill for the second, and I'm going to be doing 3 run-throughs for each variation of each drill. These would be considered closed agility drills, and these types of drills require the athletes to perform a pre-programmed pattern of movements compared to an open drill, which are more reactive, specific, and transferable to game-like situations. And I've inserted clips of my setup with one cone starting at a higher point of my driveway, using the line in the middle as the middle line of the T, and the other 2 cones are going to be what makes the top line of the T. And then I'll rearrange them in the opposite way, where the starting point of the T is going to be at the lower point, and then the 2 cones that are going to make the top line of the T are going to be at the higher point in the driveway. In the T drill, the first variation I did was decline running, where I started at the first cone that was on a hill in a staggered stance position ready to start, and then sprinted down the line of my driveway, then cut left to the other cone, and then changed directions again to the cone that was on the right side, and then back to the line in the middle, and then finally back up to the starting cone position. And I performed 3 run-throughs of this drill. The T drill is good if an athlete wants to improve or challenge their cardiovascular system, as well as train their muscles in the lower body. In the next variation, I have the cones still arranged in the decline position, except this time I'm going to be shuffling through the T drill pattern, and this movement is particularly effective for training the gluteus medius, but the glute max, the quads, and the hamstrings are also being activated. And again, I'll be doing 3 run-throughs in this fashion. And as I move through the drill, I'm aiming to keep my knees bent in about a quarter squat. I'm facing forward with my feet shoulder width apart. In this last variation of the T drill, it's going to be incline running. I have repositioned my cones, like I explained earlier, to be in the opposite spots. So now the cones forming the top line of the T are further up my driveway, and the starting cone at the bottom. Resistance drills on an incline such as these have shown to increase the acceleration rate, as well as increasing vertical force displacement and improving running mechanics. And because I'm now going up an incline, I'm going to have to increase my hip and knee flexion. The second exercise I did with this modality was the M agility drill. The first variation I did of this one was decline running. I do start just a little bit out of frame, but the starting position is still one of a staggered or split stance to get ready and take off. And then I move down to the cone in the bottom corner, up to the one in the middle, back down to the other corner, and then up to the last cone and running through. Something to focus on or what this drill can be used to hone skills such as footwork, body positioning, and acceleration and deceleration mechanics. For this next variation of the M drill, I started at the bottom corner cone to make this an incline M drill. Like with the incline T drill, incline drills have been shown to increase acceleration rates, and as I'm going through this drill, I'm making sure to have a firm plant with my foot, then explosively push off and get to the next cone. For each of these variations of the M drill, I am going to be doing 3 run-throughs. And for this last variation of the M drill, I'm going to be doing incline karaoke, starting at the bottom corner cone and moving through them in the same formation like the previous variation. Karaoke acts as a cardiovascular exercise that targets the groin, but also the abs, glutes, hamstrings, hip flexors, as well as the quads. And by doing this for an M drill, I'm having to be more aware of my feet and body positioning and focus on the agility aspects of it. It just adds a little bit more of a challenge than sprinting would. And again, this is going to be for 3 run-throughs.